So,
Here we are.
back again.
Welcome.
We thought today we would talk about something. We realized that on our website, which is icunow.nl, on our banner, we have a statement that says, "Love takes action." So we thought, for us it makes total sense, and then we realized, well, not everybody thinks the same way that we do. So we thought it'd be a good idea to explain what we mean by that.
In our own personal case, love takes action by the work that we do. We are passionate about A Course in Miracles. We're passionate about the coaching training that we give and the workshops that we do. But the work in general is about coming to a place of love instead of fear.
And it's also what we're passionate about is the practical application of the principles of A Course in Miracles. And so really what we're talking about then is not working with the Course from the abstract perspective, but what happens every day in your life, in my life.
So if there's things that touch you, that you look around and you see, oh, there's something not right here, love is asking you specifically to take a practical step.
And so the question that we always ask is, what would love do in this situation? And it's a very centering question, because if we sit with it long enough and from a humble position say, what would love do in this situation with my teenage son, for instance? What would love do in this situation with the colleague that I'm having difficulty with? Or what would love do in this situation where I'm feeling totally unseen by other people?
Or on a larger scale, what would love do in a country that seems to be going totally against what its founding principles are about? For example, Marianne Williamson, also a teacher of A Course in Miracles, made a play for President of the United States because she felt so passionately that the United States and the government and what's happening presently is not living up to the ideals that it was founded upon.
Mm-hmm. And I think we all see, if we take the time to focus on the good news, as well as the sensational kind of news, I think we see signs everywhere. When I was reading about, during this COVID crisis, all the wonderful things that people are doing for each other, cooking for their neighbors, volunteering their time, making masks, doing all kinds of unusual things, or maybe they're not that unusual, but they're wonderful demonstrations of love taking action. And I think one of the difficulties I have in terms of some of the ways in which the Course is interpreted is when we fall back on, this is just an illusion anyway, so why do I need to do anything?
So my body's an illusion, the world is an illusion, everything that's happening in the world is an illusion.
COVID is an illusion. Okay,
and that may all be true, and we still have to deal with it. And it's about, may you live in interesting times. Well, I implore you, we actually do live in very interesting times, and things are moving very quickly now. But it's not that bad things won't happen. It's what are you going to do with them?
Right. And it's, A Course in Miracles is also a non-dualistic way of thinking. So in a sense, there is no bad, there is no good. But we all recognize suffering when we see it. And I think when we see suffering and we know that we can do something about it, then it is a call for action, because love does take action.